place right smack in the middle of Times Square. Some of the PSAL's finest wrestlers were on the world's biggest stage, along with Olympic qualifying matches. This wrestling season promises to be even bigger. A big reason for that? The Beat the Streets program. They've helped put wrestling on the map in the Big Apple.
Our goal is to provide the opportunity for every boy and girl in the city of New York to have an opportunity to get involved in the sport of wrestling.
It's not as easy as selling basketball, but it's still a great opportunity to get kids involved in athletics.
We want to see a grassroots effort of kids graduating college, wrestling in college, and then coming back to the city to be able to help the communities in which they've grown up, to be able to help the youth who are, without much direction.
The program's been in existence for about 8 years. It's really developed by Al Bevilacqua and Bill Crum. They kind of got the thing started and then brought in a lot of other people to the point of where now it's really having a big impact in the city.
About 7-8 years ago when we started, we had less than 20 high school programs and maybe a handful of middle school programs who kind of corresponded back and forth with those high schools. We now have 64 high school programs and somewhere in the range of 40+ middle school programs across the 5 boroughs.
We have a group of coaching mentors that have been going out to the schools, helping younger novice coaches in the PSAL learn how to structure a practice, run a practice, work with those kids. And we also provide a training opportunity here at Beat the Streets with Coach Torriero and some of our other coaches, trying to provide, I don't want to call it a club, but an extra opportunity to get great coaching and get great mat time and work out with other kids from the city, which is something that the kids in Long Island and Jersey and other wrestling hotbeds already have in the form of private clubs. So we try to fill that niche.
We have a number of generous donors that provide support, financial support, so that we're able to provide equipment, mats, assistance in coaching development, travel for some of the teams as the seasons come along.
Any kid, girl or boy who wants to have an opportunity to wrestle outside their school can come here and get just good tutelage and a good support and a safe haven to come to.
Wrestling has a tremendous impact on these kids. I mean, in terms of just learning to deal with adversity, learning how to lose with dignity and still come back and work hard. Just the grit and determination that it takes to show up for practice every day. These kids are getting on a bus to get on a train, to get on a ferry, to get on a subway, to get on another bus to go wrestle a dual meet out on Long Island. So just the grit that they have to show just to show up for a dual meet and come back the next morning for a practice is tremendous.
One of the big events that's put on every year is the gala, and the gala is wrapped around, it typically takes place in May or June. It's wrapped around a wrestling event. This past year, because it was an Olympic year, it was held in Times Square. We had the USA freestyle wrestling team wrestling the Russians.
We've got the Grapple at the Garden, which is coming up in a couple weeks. That's the first wrestling event taking place at the world's most famous arena. Through some of our connections, we were able to get the finals of the PSAL holiday tournament to take place in conjunction with that event. So we've got high school wrestlers participating alongside some of the top collegiate programs at Madison Square Garden.
Raising the level where we're competing with the best kids in the state is absolutely a goal of both the PSAL and Beat the Streets. And the place winners that we had last year, really a direct result of the committed coaches that we have in our schools and also the great coaches that we have here at Beat the Streets. But more importantly, it's just a recognition of those kids that have really put in the time, that have spent the hours on the mat and worked hard to achieve those goals.
Great stuff by the guys at Beat the Streets, and obviously going to be a great event. This Sunday, 10:30 a.m., Brooklyn Tech, Grand Street, Wingate, and a bunch of other great programs. Get there if you're in the area. Check it out. It's going to be awesome.